Ins. No, my mommy. All these bitches win. I hope I'm doing this right. What the? Making them jump in the room with the brim before they ready. Yo, Cardi really killed this song. Hey. Yeah, I can't hear my music because YouTube, unfortunately, is strict on copyright. But I'm about to teach y'all. I think it's better. I think it's better for y'all to see it live how I do the research. If you were in the VC last night, then I pretty much showed you the cheat code on how to bet. I'm sorry, extra bases and home runs. But I feel like it's better if I explain it like, you know, by visualization, if that makes sense. I think it's better if I explain it that way. Right? Hi, Tony. Hey, guys. I'm listening to Cardi in the background. I'm lit. All these bitches, man. I'm not that other bitch. I gotta double it. Hey, money. And dude, this song is really stuck in my head. Popping it. How delayed am I on YouTube? Jesus. Am I delayed? Type one. I'm playing her new song, Imaginary Players. Type one if I'm delayed. If let me see. Somebody type one so I can see if y'all delayed or not. Hey, Damien. Okay, so y'all a little bit. Yeah, a little bit delayed. Hey. My YouTube subscribers is probably hella confused because this is the YouTube I post my GTA videos on. Making them jump in the ring with the brim before they ready. Oh my god, like Cardi really killed this song. Fan bases. All these bitches. Man. All right, y'all ready? You streaming multiple places? I'm streaming. Hold on. I gotta pause the music because even though y'all can't hear it, it's like loud in my ear. I'm only streaming on here for a little bit, so that way I can kind of show y'all, like, you know, what to look at. So that way you guys have like an idea, right? You guys have an idea of how to do things because, like I said, I explained it inside of a call, but like I feel like it's better if y'all see me live doing it. So this stream is not long at all. Probably like 10 minutes top, so 5 more minutes. I'm not gonna rush through it, but if you ever get confused, you can always just come back here, you know? You can always just come back here. It says Tony is the top fan, then Grady is 2, and then I think that's King is 3. So remember, this is quick. Hold on, I gotta play my song in the back. When you and I. Gotta be with hey. Yeah, this is I gotta replay that. I really wish I could hear this song. I'm gonna play it when I get on Switch. All right, so guys, if you're looking for extra bases or you want to wonder who's getting like a home run, it's easy said and done. I'm gonna use two things here. All right, so two things I'm gonna be using. I'm not doing all of the games today. I'm actually taking a break off of sports betting today. You guys are this is blowing in. I don't like that. All right, so let's try this game. Even though this is kind of harder because it has good pick. I don't want to do this game because I feel like this is a wrong game to kind of start doing this. All right, let's do this because these pitches whack, right? So pay attention when you're looking for when you're trying to do extra bases and how do you say that? Home runs. First, like if you have this website, you're gonna click the pitcher's name. I also use Outlier. But if you use Prop Finder, which a lot of y'all probably do, you go to the pitcher's name, you click on the pitcher, and then you want to see, okay, how he do versus right-handed batters. All right, we see he has he's a ground ball pitcher right here. This is bad. This is good for the pitcher, but bad for the batter, okay? He allows a 13% fly ball, 13% line drive in the last 15, 40% hard hit. You gotta have good pull, all right? Boom. So he's a heavy grounder for righties, right? But as you can see, people like some people, as long as you have a balanced ground ball, yeah, he is. A balanced ground ball, he could get a single, good line drive, fly ball, whatever. But most of the times he's a grounder. So now that I know this is what he does versus righties, right? I want to write a note here. So like I said, this is something that you have to write notes down. All right, so I want to say David Peterson. Then you're gonna put versus right-handed batters. You could put he allows. At this point, I'm gonna just put allows a 13.3 HRFB. Cause like I don't really even want to do this one because he's a heavy grounder, but as long as you got a high pull, this is what you want to look for. Is basically righties with like a good fly ball per se, a good little 13.3 home run to fly ball ratio, high pull, and then hard hit, right? The right person, if they hit that in the air, they could get one off of him. And it's even worse with lefties. He's like I said, he's a grounded pitcher here, but if you target batters with good like fly balls, line drives, hard hits and pull, that's what you want to target here. Both Bryce's ass pitchers. Ooh, I don't like this pitcher. He's a heavy grounder. All right. So I really don't like. I just feel like it's so bad to do this, guys, because he's a heavy grounder. But y'all get what I'm saying. Let's look at Jake Irvin instead. All right. Better, okay? Now I can explain it better right here, all right? So now Jake Irvin versus right-handed batters, he allows a high line drive, high oppo percentage, which is the opposite field position. We see straight percentage, and you want to see who can also hit the ball hard. Boom. So now that y'all see me research that, you want to look for batters, right-handed batters with a high line drive, a high oppo, straight percentage, hard hit. All right. But it looked like he's more vulnerable to line drives in the last 15, right? Right down. All right. Same with Jake Irvin right here versus lefties. You know, he kind of groundy right there, kind of ground ball. But like I said, a balanced ground ball for a batter is good, okay? But as you can see here, versus lefties, he struggles more with fly balls. That's where he struggles with. Struggles with fly balls, hard hits, hard hit, and a high pull. So we want to look at lefties with that, right? Boom. So now that we know this information about Jake Irvin, because I know a lot of y'all see like everybody on Soto is mostly because of that. You come here, we know Soto has a home run against him, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Now that's when I come here to Soto and I want to compare. So, okay, this is semi-balanced. It's really 30 and under that you want to target. But high fly ball, high hard hit, high home run sort of fly ball ratio, high pull, low oppo. Okay, so I like him. I like Soto. So right here, Soto he's looking good right here, right? We like him right here, right? How he do? He's doing wonderful. So I like Soto right here. So does that make sense to you? Y'all see how I'm comparing the last 15? Don't go under last 15 because then you're entering the starstruck era. Okay, because I see a lot of people doing, oh, in the last 5, don't do that, because a person, trust me, I've seen it. A batter could be good for 5 games straight, like home runs, bases, but then after that they'll be ass. So it will only tell you the good in the last 5. The last 15 is like the sweet spot of it, right? So now we know what he allowed versus righty. So that makes me want to look at Petey, right? So he allows a high line drive. 26 is good because 22%, I believe, is the league average for line drives. He's at 26, so that's good. High oppo, decent, not that high, of course. High straight and good hard hit. So I ain't gonna lie, Pete is actually looking, he's actually looking good. Pete is actually fucking looking good. Now I want to see how he fares across the pitch mix. He's looking pretty good here, minus a woba in the base appearance. I don't always go by head to head, only because like a person, hints, let me give you a hint. A person could have like 7 home runs versus a pitcher before, and that does not mean that he's going to get one. Joc Pederson, the pitcher yesterday, he had like 2 home runs against the pitcher he faced, and I think he had nothing like, not against the pitcher but against the bullpen. He had like a double or something. But Pete is looking good. He's hitting the ball hard. His line drive is good. His straight percentage is good. Remember, we targeting righties who have a high line drive, high oppo. He don't really, I like to target 40s. That's where I like to stand off right there. So he's not below, but he's low, right? But he's decent, okay? But his hard hit is good. So we're gonna look at Juan Pete. But if I could find somebody better than Pete or whatever, maybe a sleeper per se, it'll be good, right? I hate doing switch hitters, me personally. Only reason why I hate doing switch hitters because you never know what they want to bat with. Like, it's easy, it's hard to explain, but like if you be like, well, if they're a switch hitter, they can bat with both. Every person, like for example, I can write with my left hand, I can write with my right hand, but I'm more comfortable with my left, if that makes sense. Every switch hitter is comfortable with something. So I don't like touching switch hitters only because I do not know which hand they are most comfortable batting with, right? Let's look at Nemo. Bring our list back up here so that way y'all know how to research stuff like this. All right, so he's a lefty, so we're looking for a lefty with fly ball, okay? Because that's what he struggles with the most, is fly balls, right? Fly balls, his shit is low in the last 15. His ground ball is perfect right there. Hard hit in the last 15 is very low. And his pull is considered low. So he might be a sleeper. His line drive is high as hell. So if he don't hit a home run off a fly ball, it'll be a line drive. But the only thing he really meet is literally the pull, the straight percentage. I ain't gonna lie. So definitely a cute little sleep, you know, little sleep for 420. That's not bad. Good value there. Cedric Mullins, what is he? A left-handed batter? All right, so we're gonna compare again. Struggles with fly balls. All right, right there. That's not the best, but word. Hard hit, not the best, you know, but word. Pull is literally decent. I don't even know what order. I gotta go to this because I confuse myself sometimes when I have to see what order they batting in. Guys, you little sleep. Yeah, look. I always tell people this, the rule of thumb, especially if you are betting on home runs. The first thing you want to do before you go looking all the way down, please focus on the top and middle order, meaning 1 through 5, preferably 1 through 4, but 1 through 5. 5 is the sweet spot. Anything under, please wait till after, because the people in the top and the middle order, they're going to have more chances than the people in the 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. Okay, you can see it if you watching the game as well. They're gonna have more chances at the top than the people are at the bottom. I hope that makes sense right there. Let's go here. Who's looking here? Oh look, Francisco is in the weak spot too. That's crazy. We got one right here. Oh look, Pete. We have Pete, guys, and he is in the weak spot. That's crazy. All right, I see a lot of people on Jeff McNeil, so we're gonna click here. He is a left-handed batter. Boom. So for lefties, we are looking for high fly balls, 26%. It's decent. It's not what I would consider, like, you know, high as hell, but it's decent. It's tolerable. It's, how you say that? Tolerable. 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 I said that right, didn't I? I think I said that right. All right. Because really, I hate touching batters that's under a 30% fly ball, but he's only like, you know, he's not that far from 30, but if you usually under 30, I don't take you at all. But he has a good line drive, right? Hard hit is kind of bad, right? Pull is really good. I mean, tolerable. Yes. I don't know. I mean, he look okay. I don't know. Definitely good for a sleep. Okay, for a little sleep. And what wind is that? See, this is why I gotta go back here now. Oh my god. What direction is that wind going in, and what's the where are you? Okay, a little into the emails. Okay. I mean, if that's y'all sleeper, that's y'all sleeper. I guess that's y'all sleeper. I wouldn't say he poor is taken, but shit, I don't know. I wouldn't say he's a poor look. He's batting fifth too. Remember, 1 through 5 is the sweet spot. I personally don't know. Okay, now look. He's a right-handed batter. Mark Vientos. High line drive, that is considered low, right? In my book. Good hard hit though. Great, like decent oppo. Decent straight. That's not like, that's a decent oppo, but the straight is kind of tricky. You want to target them. You got to be at least in the 30s. That's what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and show y'all what I'm talking about. So when you're looking at batters, this is what I go by right here. Please pay attention. All right. So this is what you want to go by. So you want to target batters with, this means good. Like the one in the front is good. The one in the second is average. And the last ones that you see like hella dark, that's bad for the batters. Okay. That's bad for them. So always remember that. I hope I explained it, because I'm about to go on Twitch and get on my video game. I hope I explained that perfectly. I also use Outlier, guys, because a lot of people ignore certain stuff and I never understood why they did. Just because you're looking at, okay, he looks perfect. Oh my gosh, he looked perfect. He's in a weak spot. For batters, can you run that through? Run what through? Please make sure you're going to the team. You know they're going against a right-handed pitcher. You want to see how they do versus right-handed pitchers. The main spots you want to pay attention to is BABIP and OBP, which is on base percentage and batting average, balls and play. I think that's what that means. Please pay attention to these. Pay attention to these. Oh, okay. So here's my list. This is good. So what this means, a ground ball percentage 40 and under is good for a batter. A fly ball percentage 38 and up is good for the batters. Line drive 24 and up. Hard hit 39 and up. Pull percentage 41 and up. I usually like to target 40, you know, whatever. Straight percentage 39 and up. Oppo percentage 28 and up. The middle is considered average. So the white one is average. Okay. Now the ones that you see in hella dark, that's bad for the batter. So if you see a batter with 49 and above ground ball, that is bad for them. They're going to hit the ball in the dirt. It don't matter if they have the best fucking stats, they're going to hit it in the dirt. Okay. Fly ball percentage, if it's 30 and under, I don't like to target that because you're not hitting it too high in the air for me to like you. Line drive percentage, if it's 19 and under, hell, if it's 20 and under, I don't even touch you because the league average for, I believe, is like 21 or 22. So I don't even touch you if you right there, but 19 and under is just the poorest one. For hard hit, 33 and under, that's bad for a batter. That means they weak, they can't hit the ball, like no contact. Pull percentage 35 and under, I feel like that's weak. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Basically, that's how I do that stuff. I have all of this, guys. I have my own. I have a betting school Discord. I actually have a betting school Discord that, like, where you could get all the templates, like cheat sheets and things like that. It is right here. I hope that's sent. Yeah, it's right there, and you'll be able to see all the templates that I use and things like that, and how to target each batter for either HRR, bases, or home runs. Okay, so y'all could go ahead and join that right there for all the templates that you need. Of course, you covering P stats. Oh, my bad. That's Pete stats. I like Pete and Soto. But you can even do it either or if your book has it, right? Oh, join the school Discord. This is my first time. Like, I wouldn't even call this like a stream. It's just because like a lot of people been asking me like, how do you be doing your research? I'm like, let me just show them, you know? It's best if I just show them, if that makes sense. I like P double. I like P double because of his line drive, but I don't like that. But if you want to see, look, listen, this is where I go to my main website, which is Outlier. Now look, on here, I can click here, right? If I want to see what they stats for, like for a double, go to here because this 2B mean double, and they'll tell you like whether it's a good matchup or not. Pete's AVG average, of course, 289. This is what Irvin is allowing to right-handed batters. This is Pete's stuff. If you're wondering why it's in red, Pete's stuff is in red only because it went down from the start of the season, like his extra base hit percentage. So same with his hard hit. So it's considered bad for Pete, but when you see it go down on a pitcher, it's good for a pitcher, if that makes sense, right? It makes sense. Now, I also use this because, like, where I lack somewhere, I always get from somewhere else. Okay, so I usually want to know the pitcher's BABIP as well. So, like right here, you can see Jake Irvin versus right-handed batters. He started the season with a 274 BABIP, but now versus right-handed batters is a 262. So that went down, meaning he's been good at basically controlling righties from getting on base. Now lefty versus lefties. Okay, I could go to singles too. See, that's the good thing about these. All right, average good. His BABIP is good. I think so. And he has a single against him. Now let's look at Soto. All right. Now this is what the pitcher allows here. See, now he started the season with a 274 BABIP, and now versus lefties and went up to a 285. So now he's allowing way more lefties to get on base. I do not like Soto's BABIP. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, child. I do not like his BABIP, which is the batting average balls in play. His shit is low. As good as Soto is, he's supposed to have at least a 300 BABIP. All right, so like that's a red flag. I'm glad that I saw that. Not saying that he's not gonna do anything, but that's kind of scary right there. All right, but it's Soto, you know. But I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to look at Francisco. All right, now this is indicating a great matchup. As you can see, I don't know what has gotten into Lindor lately, but he has been on fire. His BABIP now is a 303. He started the season with a 280 BABIP. All right. His hard hit percentage went up to 32% versus right-handed pitchers. Irvin is allowing a 285 BABIPs to left-handed batters. All this green is indicating like a great matchup for Lindor, and he's already batting first. He's leadoff. And you can also see how he does against Irvin's pitch mix here. So this is him versus a fastball. These spots that you see right here is all his number of pitches. Now right here is where you see Francisco Lindor's average versus fastballs and where he has hit at, right? Cold, of course, being cold is self-explanatory, right? All right, so he looks pretty good versus that fastball if you see a fastball. This is him versus a curveball. Not so good unless he gets hit right here down the middle. Sinker, he is hot from the sinker. Oh my god, he's been going crazy. If he hit him anywhere inside that zone, it's over with. All right, if he hit him anywhere inside of that zone, it's crazy. All right, up here, not so good down here, but once again, if he get hit inside of that zone, it's over. Same with a slider, same with the cutter. Okay, that is going to be your friend right there. Okay, that is going to be your friend right there. That is how I compare. And then y'all be wondering, how the hell did Rena know that? Like, how did she know this person was going to get on base? How did she know this person at a plus 900 was going to get a damn home run? He didn't even look good. He didn't even look good. How did she know that? I'm telling you how I knew that, right? I'm telling you how I knew that. And if you're confused, also, here's one thing I be telling people too, as long as you use Prop Finder as well. Please stop ignoring people not only in green. Instead, look at the whip. The whip is going to, especially if you're betting on bases. A lot of y'all be like, oh, well, he wasn't in a weak spot, so I didn't choose him. Stop doing that. All you have to do is look at the whip. My target is 1.32. If a pitcher has a whip of 1.32, I know that pitcher is allowing hits. That right there is that's my spot that I start at. A whip 1.32 and above means that pitcher is allowing way too many base runners on base. Please know that. So as you can see, his weak spot, of course, given 178 whip, of course, that's why it's his weak spot. And the second spot, as you can see, he is basically ass at everything except probably the 6th spot and the 9th spot. All right, it's literally telling you a story right here. He has the lowest K percentage in these spots. The more you go down, right, he has a low K percentage, period. But it tells you the whip. If you're, especially if you're going for hits and stuff like that, you know the player look good. Bro, stop only looking at people in green. Look at their whip. It's telling you right here, like, hey, I still allow hits right here. Like, I allow hits right here and what? But y'all ignore it because it's not green, okay? Y'all ignore these spots every time because it's not green, and I hate that for y'all. I hate that for y'all. I really hate that for y'all. So for example, what I mean, remember when I told y'all about the OBP, the on base percentage? You want to make sure like that's 300 and up, preferably 320 is perfect in my opinion. Look at the whip that they allow, that he allows, guys, in these spots. Then once you see the whip that he allows and you basically match it over here, pay attention to the OBP, guys. Francisco Lindor, when he's batting leadoff first, he has a 324 OBP. Juan Soto has a 384 OBP. Nemo has a 375 OBP. Pete has a 328 OBP. Jeff McNeil has a .333 OBP. Then the more you go down their ass, except for Cedric, okay? Pay attention to that. Pay attention to this because this also matters. This is the on. I forgot what that fucking mean, but I'll get back to you. I definitely forgot what that mean, but it definitely matters too. What the fuck was the name? Like, oh, I think it was like on base plus slugging. I think that's what that means, right? Pay attention to that as well, guys. Pay attention to that as well. All right. A .800 OPS, you're considered good in the MLB. All right. As you can see, look at Pete right here. Look at Pete. Look at Soto. Look at Nemo. 700 is still good. It's when you get 600 and under is what is not good. Okay. That is what's not good. When you get 600 and under, then you kind of like, okay, what are you doing? All right. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. What are you doing? So just make sure y'all are paying attention to that. Don't ignore people just because you see they're not in green, okay? Don't do that. I don't like that. I don't like that. All right? This is why I end the stream now because I got to switch over to Twitch. I love you guys. Have a great day and happy betting. Bye. You're welcome.